Welcome back to Between Two Barbells. I am Alex. That is Tatum. Today we have a special guest, one of my athletes. We call her the Firecracker. She wants to be called Milord, but she has to achieve a lot of goals before she gets called that. We have Izzy. Welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm excited to be here. I've never done a podcast.
We could tell because you're very awkward. It's like how we were in our first episode.
Oh, our first episode was not my first podcast. I've been on podcasts before. Thank you very much.
She says that, but she has not advertised any of those podcasts, so they were probably not as good as ours. So be sure to listen to us every week.
The WAG one was on my Instagram page. Thank you.
Oh, man. No, I'm excited to be here.
You post a lot on your Instagram page. How am I supposed to pay attention? So, all right. Okay, Tatum, I'll let you talk for a little bit.
Oh, wow. Thank you. So kind, so gracious. All right, Izzy, let's get into it. Welcome. So we just kind of want to start off. You compete in strongman. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you into competing strongman, what drew your attention to that?
Yeah, definitely. So, first to start off, I'm a mom of 2 kids. So, my kids are 11 and 13. Love them, but they're a pain in my butt. So actually, they're the reason why I started getting back into working out. So around 2014, after I had my second son, is when a friend of mine was talking to me about, we were talking about fitness and everything, and they brought up powerlifting. So I started my heavy weights and everything like that, my heavy lifting with powerlifting. And I did that for about, I want to say about maybe 5 to 6 years, and then COVID happened. So I just kind of stopped working out, and I realized that when my leggings were getting a little bit too snug on me, I was like, okay, it's time to make a change. Got to get back into working out. So started working out at home, and one of my friends, Cicely, she had posted on Instagram if anybody wanted to go to a strongman seminar with her at EFC, and I said, you know what? Sure, I'll go. Why not? I guess I was the only one who responded to her story too, so yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's go. So around July of 2023, I went to my first strongman seminar, and to be honest, that's actually just where everything happened. A couple weeks later, I was just kind of doing the strongman training group here and there. Then I really got into it. So then I started looking for coaches, and I found an online coach, did my first comp at 805, qualified for nationals there. So it just so I haven't been doing strongman for that long. And to be honest, it's a lot more fun than powerlifting without a freaking doubt. Don't get me wrong, to be honest, with powerlifting, I was doing really well with it. Made it to nationals and stuff like that, but just the same repetitive squat, bench, deadlift, squat, bench, deadlift, it just gets a little bit, repetitive and everything like that. But here with strongman, it's you don't know what you're going to be competing in, so it's you have to train anything and everything. So that's pretty much where I'm at now. So now I'm just training for the Arnold, which I'm really excited about. Super stoked. My main focus is just to go there just to learn, observe, and have fun. I don't want to put any pressure on myself or anything like that. All I'm there for is to see how I do, what PRs am I going to hit, and just to have fun. That's the honest truth, because I know the girls in my weight class are beasts, and I have so much respect for them, and just to be able to compete against them, I'm okay, we're doing this. Yep, we're doing this. So, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now, I before I found my current coach, Alex, I kind of let my online coach know, hey, I kind of need someone there in person, or at least someone that I can see every once in a while to know what I need to work on and everything. And on top of that, I started working at Elite Fitness Center as a homeschool group workout coach. So I work with kids twice a week. I also train, kids and teens and stuff like that. So that just kind of was a huge change in my life. So, and it's actually really cool because now I get to tell these little kids about the strongman competitions I get to do, and they get all like, "Oh my gosh, you get to pick up those big rocks." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, not this competition, but yeah, sometimes I do." "Wow, you're really strong." "Yeah, yeah, thank you. Thank you." So it's just really cool. It's just, yeah. So it's exciting. And that's pretty much like where I'm at right now, with everything. So, yeah. Questions? I'm just kidding.
Well,
Crazy.
after you're getting your entire autobiography, um, so I guess kind of what was your welcome to strongman moment? Like that moment where was it at the seminar or was it at one of your first comps where you're like, oh, this is what I want to do? Because I know my moment. I asked our only previous guest what his welcome to strongman moment was. So yeah.
My welcome to strongman moment, man. Maybe, well, so I think I'm competing at nationals in South Carolina in like the 82 kg weight class, whatever. That was definitely like a welcome to strongman type moment because it is such a whole completely different environment and everything like that. Obviously the comps here, local comps are like, nice and all that type of stuff, but I don't think it really hit me until I went to nationals. I was like, oh dang, like some of these girls are dang, like they're bees, they are strong. And I thought me going into like the 180 weight class, I'm like, oh, I'll be fine, I'll be good, like I'll be able to keep up with these girls. And I'm like, uh I'm like, no. Like I remember like their deadlifts, like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start my deadlift at like 325 or something like that, or I don't know, whatever. And this one girl goes up and she's like, I'm starting mine at 395. I was like, oh, okay. That's where we're going with. Okay, so that was kind of, after competing against them, that was kind of like my welcome to strongman. Like, if you want to make it at those top levels and stuff like that, like these are the people that you are going to be having to kind of keep up with and stuff like that. And then my real like, okay, like I feel very welcomed and I feel really good at where I'm at was at nationals in Vegas. Being able to find my right weight class. I feel like the 73 is absolutely where I am meant to be. And being able to get sixth place out of I don't know how many girls in my weight class, after 2 days of events, I was like, okay, this is where I'm meant to be. Now I'm here. So.
Well, nice. I can definitely feel the just, oh, I'm actually not that good yet moment.
Yeah.
Because when we went to my first nationals, oh man, yeah, I met a lot of people, but I was like, I went in there kind of like puffing my chest out, like, yeah, I had a really good prep. This is probably the best prep I've ever had for a comp, and get there and just absolutely felt like I got hit by a truck. Like in Lilo and Stitch when Stitch is going underneath the truck? Yeah, that's what I felt like after my first national.
Oh, yeah.
With just my arm dangling off the plane of just like, just get me home.
Yeah, and I'm the kind of person like, look, I know I haven't been doing this for that long. I know that, people who are a lot stronger and who have been doing this longer and stuff like that, of course, like they're already like up here. And I know I'm still kind of right here working my way up, but I always remind myself like these people also started where I was at too. Like they had to start from the bottom, really work hard, train hard, everything like that to get to where they're at. And I feel like where I'm at, I'm seeing the progress, but I'm also the kind of person like I'm not in a rush or anything like that. Like for me, this is a hobby. I'm not getting paid by strongman to train or compete or anything like that. I'm a mom. I've got kids I have to take care of, all that type of stuff. And until they start paying me, this is just a hobby, but I see myself progressing and as long as I keep going like this, I'm really happy with where I'm going with my strongman. I see myself getting stronger and everything like that too. So I'm not upset about it. I'm actually very happy at where I'm at, and I'm just very humble and very grateful, that I'm able to do this at my age. And, I still have years in me left to keep going and still wanting to do this. I don't want to get to a point where I'm like, you know what, I'm injuring myself too much, or I'm getting bored, or this or that. No, I want to keep climbing this hill of excitement and just see where it goes, to be honest. So, yeah.
No, yeah, definitely. Because one thing that I really try to focus on with all you guys is preventing burnout, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always like, go take the trips, go spend time with your family. It's okay, especially with you being a mom too. I go, it's okay if we need to modify the week and you need to go down a day. Like, the world isn't going to end because you didn't do accessories one day, you know. Um, but that's good. And I definitely think strongman is one of the better sports about that because every comp there's a new challenge, in some way, shape, or form, whether it be the people, the events, the weights, which strongman corp, send us the weights for the Arnold, please.
Seriously. Oh my
Um,
God.
you're giving both of us a massive headache every day that it's delayed. I know you probably don't watch this because we only have about 50 people that watch this, maybe. But please, if this gets out there.
I know. Please, let's get those weights out. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And so preventing burnout is definitely a key thing, but also I think communication, right?
Yeah.
Communication is big, especially for you and I, which you're remote 90% of the time, 80-90% of the time. I only see you, unless we're prepping for something pretty big every other weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe, depending on your schedule, my schedule, and stuff like that. So it's just the constant video messages that I get, the constant just feedback, text messages, because I pretty much think you and I are talking at least a little bit every day now, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I try
Yeah.
to make sure that because I literally record like every set and all that type of stuff, but sometimes I'm like, I don't think I need to send him every single set or anything like that because I don't want to overwhelm you with like 12 videos of like, me doing whatever and stuff like that. And so like I don't send like maybe like the first one or two sets or something like that are kind of like a warm up ish type thing or whatever. I'm like I need to send him like like once the heavy weights and stuff like that so he can see and all that type of stuff. So yeah, so I try to do my best to make sure I'm constantly sending you the videos, especially for my main ones, like mainly like the log or like the circus dumbbell. Like those are the ones I'm always trying to make sure that I send you. Because I feel like with like my axle deadlift, I'm like I think we're good with that one. You know what I mean? But like the ones where I'm just like, man, like I'm not sure about this, like I send you those because I still need help. I still need pointers on log and circus dumbbell and all that stuff. So
Yeah, and I definitely feel like, the videos do help and it builds that trust, I know you're not going to go off program. I know you're pretty good at it, and all this stuff. And it builds rapport, right? That's kind of what we're talking about right now is rapport and building that connection, because you and I, you basically came on and we've been in comp prep, and I'm not going to lie. That takes a lot of guts to just come on to a brand new coach, brand new team, and just trust the process and trust the system of like, hey, these are the best people to help me in my situation. So what was kind of like your thought process, especially when we first started out, about, seeing from our first phone call to probably about the end of the first month of our prep together?
Yeah. Like, what were my thoughts and everything like that about this?
Yeah, like walk us through.
Here's my thing. So when it comes to coaches, one thing I don't like to do is go from one coach to one coach to one coach to one coach.
Yeah.
I am the kind of person where I like to give coaches a try. Whether it's, I like to at least give them like over a year. My online coach, obviously, we were together for a little bit over a year, but I had my reasons as to why I had to kind of step away from him. Again, like, he lives on the other side of the country, so that wasn't really helping me or anything like that. My thing is, I like to give my coaches a chance, and if it gets to a point where my coach is, who knows, like, if we're together for 5, 6, 7 years, 8 years, and you're like, listen, I can't teach you anything anymore or whatever. I think there might be somebody else who can help you out with this, or who knows, like, life happens and you're just like, hey, I'm not going to be doing coaching anymore and stuff like that. So I think, like, this is where we need to, until you tell me that either there's a major change going on in your life, or you just feel like, okay, I just feel like I've taught you everything I can. I don't know where to go from here. Maybe we need to have you get somebody else's opinion. Because my powerlifting coach did the same thing. I was stuck with him for 5, 6 years, and it got to a point where he was like, I don't know what else I can teach you anymore. He's like, I don't know what else to coach you. So he was trying to recommend other powerlifting coaches to me and stuff. But, unless something like major happens, like, I'm the kind of person where, like, hey, I want to give, and if I'm seeing progress, I'm going to stick with that coach. I'm not just going to be like, cool, I did great, I got to nationals, I got to Arnold, now time to move on to a different coach. Why? You barely gave this person a shot, and now, because you think you're all high and mighty or whatever, you met some fucking famous coach at, freaking the Arnold, and they have like all these star athletes. Oh, well, I want to be part of that group. Okay, cool. Like, that's kind of messed up. Like, that tells me you didn't really put any faith into your coach at all. Like, you didn't even give them a try. Like, give them a shot, So for me, and then after having our first conversation and you telling me, like, this is what I programmed, this is what it's going to be like, this is how it's going to go, you were upfront, honest, you didn't sugarcoat anything, you're like, you're going to probably hate me some days, you're probably going to this, you're probably going to that. You know what? You're the coach. You know what's best for me. I haven't done this for a long time. I don't coach people. You've coached people through so many things. So yeah, I'm going to trust you. And I mean, look at the progress that I've made. So, like, since I started training with you, like, you tell me, this is my program, okay, cool, let's give it a shot. If we have to make adjustments, then we make adjustments, all that type of stuff or whatever. Like, there's not been a day where I've opened up my app and I go, geez, thanks a lot, Alex. Like, I hate you for this. I open up my app and I go, oh shit. I'm like, okay, I have to do it. Like, I tell myself, I never say, like, why would Alex program this? No, I go, okay, I have axle deadlift today, 4 sets of 4. All right, let's go do this. And I freaking get up my ass, go eat my breakfast, and I freaking go do it. Like, that's just what it is. And obviously, I've stuck to my program. Have I done a little bit of extra accessories here and there? Yes, I have. So please forgive me on that. But I stick to my, the main things that you have on there for me. I always stick to those, unless, like, I'll even tell you, hey, I couldn't do this today because of this. If I know I'm busy, on a Monday, but I have to do my deadlifts, but I'm super busy, on that app, I'm able to adjust it. I adjust it myself, but I make sure that I try and get it done and everything. So I know what it is I know what your program's like, even like you'll explain to me and stuff like that. Like, hey, you have 3 weeks. This is what it's going to look like. 2 weeks is going to be this, 1 week this, da, da, da. So you've given me a full understanding of what your program is like. I've been sticking to it, and the results are happening. Like, you see the results. I went from not being able to freaking press that 85-pound Titan log that we have at Elite Fitness Center, to now I'm freaking pressing 140 like it's freaking nothing. Like, I mean, come on. Like, if that's not proof that your program's working, like, I don't know what else you want me to do. Like, I don't know what other proof you want.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but yeah.
So, all right. Do you have anything else to add, Tatum?
No, I think that that's kind of always the goal is we try and be as upfront as possible about what we can provide for you, what we cannot provide for you. And I know that I'm not your like direct coach, but I did coach you through your weight cut, and we were talking all the time and talking through everything, and you like to do your extra credit, which I'm very well aware of. But that's a big part of it is we like to be as realistic as possible when it comes to what we are looking to provide, so that you know what you're getting into and we're clear from the get-go and set those expectations. And at the end of the day, we care about our athletes' progress. So if you aren't progressing with us, then yeah, we are going to try and point you towards someone who would be a better fit for you. Because we've talked about it on the podcast before, and Alex and I talk about it all the time. I'm not the coach for everyone. Alex isn't the coach for everyone. We're not. Alex can be harsh and I'm going with like a little bit brutal at times. I can be a little bit too dry for people. I know that. I've been called an asshole by my athletes before. I take that as a compliment. It's not always intended that way. But that's kind of how it is. It's some coaches will be there to coddle you. Some coaches will be there to push you. Different people need different things.
Yeah.
So to set that out from the beginning, you're like, sometimes you're going to hate me. I'm like, yeah, that's absolutely true. And that's what we try and be realistic about up front.
Yeah, and I think that's why, to be honest, I think that's why Alex and I do get along. Like, I'm that kind of person where you can go ahead and tell me, like, hey, your log is looking like shit. And I'll be like, okay. Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. The whole point of having a coach there is to point out when your stuff looks like crap. But Alex also compliments you. Hey, that was great. That was way better than your first 2 sets or whatever. So Alex is able to give you that balance of like you need that negative critique, but he also gives you positive he gives you also like the positive criticism and stuff like that. Like, hey, that log looked really great, but I would make sure like don't forget to do this or don't forget to do that. Like, it's never like, wow, that was garbage. I'm done with you. I'm out of here. I'm not gonna waste my time. No. Like, for me, a coach is someone. Should a coach coddle you? Me, I don't need a coach to coddle me. I don't. I don't need you holding my hand and being like, it's okay, don't worry, like, you'll be fine. I'm not 6 years old or anything like that. Like, I'm an adult, and if Alex is gonna be like, hey, listen, whatever mood you're in, get over it. We're here to train. So whatever happened at work or at home, keep that outside the gym. Don't bring that in here. All that type of stuff, you know? So I'm that, like, stuff like that, like, it's not going to hurt my feelings at all whatsoever. And we joke around and we have a good time and all that type of stuff. Like, there's a time for us when we're serious, but we also know how to have fun in the group and all that type of stuff. And then, you know, nationals, you were my handler. And, you know, Tatum, to be honest, I think we worked very well as you handling me and stuff like that. But what I also really love too is that Alex had backup plans. This is what happens if we're having a shitty day. This is what happens if we have a mediocre day. This is what we're going to do if we're having a great day. So the fact that you have 3 backup plans and I don't have to worry about anything like that or worry about like, well, what happens if I do a bad day or whatever, you're like, it's okay. Like, I have like set plans already in motion for any way that this is going to turn out and stuff like that. So if anything, I'm very appreciative of that, because then that takes all this like, well, like, oh shit, like everything felt heavy today. So what do? I don't have to worry about that. I could just go up to you or Alex and say, hey, today felt heavy. Or you guys can tell right away, oh shit, you know what? I don't think that's going to happen today. So we're going to be going with plan C, or we're going to go with plan B or plan A or whatever. Like, you guys are already on top of it to where you come up to me and just be like, listen, it's probably not going to go as planned. That's okay. We're going to focus on this. We're going to focus on this. We're going to adjust our mind here, and you're good. All right, cool. Awesome. Done. Set in motion. And that's it.
Yeah,
and that's what I
think I do think that coaches, especially when you're dealing with strength sports and stuff like that. Because you never know how the body's going to feel on the day, right? So you have these coaches that are like, oh, there's no plan B, there's only plan A. They could take that and shove it up their ass. Like, just, I'm sorry, but our goal is to get you to think as less as possible. And you're just a mind zombie that wants to go lift weights for a day or 2 days, depending on how long the comp is. So that's why we do have those plans put in place, so that way you could come up to either one of us after you take your first warm up and you're just like, oh no. Because we could see that.
Yeah.
So even if you don't want to admit it, we're going to tell you and admit it for you.
Yep. And especially with my prep for the Arnold and this being a big one, like, definitely pushing myself more than I think I ever have. Not to say that I'm not going to stop pushing myself, it's just, this is definitely a whole new ballgame. It's like you said, I am a little fish in a big pond or whatever, a little fish, swimming with sharks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm okay with that because I've always been told, like, in order to gain the experience, like, you have to compete against these people because these people are just, it's a whole, like, okay, cool, you went to nationals, that's awesome. Now we're in a whole new ballgame. Now we are at, like, the Met Gala of freaking, strongman and all that type of stuff. So for me, like I said, I'm just excited that I get to, have this new experience in my life because not a lot of people can say, like, yeah, I get to compete at the Arnold or whatever. Only very few of us can. So, I'm just excited just to see how well I do there for myself, nobody else. When I get there, it's just, I'm going to zone in when I need to. And that's pretty much about it. I'm not going to worry about the person to the left of me or the person to the right of me. Like, I'm there for me. If I make it onto Sunday, great. We almost had to make it to the banquet at Nationals, but didn't. That's okay.
For those that don't know, the banquet at Strongman Corp Nationals is probably one of the most boring things you could ever sit through. It's just nonstop speeches with like a mediocre buffet style dinner with super overpriced drinks with very little alcohol in them. Quite literally, the motto for Strongman Corp Nationals in Vegas was, guys, do well enough to where you're proud, but not well enough to where we have to go to the banquet. And we were getting a little bit nervous for you.
Oh, I could tell, like, gosh dang it, we might have to go to the banquet because of Isabelle.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And I just remember telling the rest of the team, like, hey, guys, we might have to go to the banquet because of Izzy. They're like, no. So, I mean,
luckily we didn't. Luckily we didn't have to go to the banquet, so we're good with that. But Tatum and I are going to be in Ohio in March, so I'm so excited about that. So if I don't make it until Sunday, then that just means we get a whole day to just like explore Ohio.
Yeah.
Maybe go to a hockey game there.
North Market.
The Boy Aquarium?
North Market.
Okay, Alex is like obsessed with this place. It's just like, have you ever been to the Anaheim Packing District?
No.
It's just like a farmer's market if it was inside and permanent almost. It's just like a bunch of little different cuisines and places.
I've been there. I was there actually because I did go to Ohio last year to help out with Moss. But I did go to that market there last year actually. I know
it's really good.
It's pretty bomb. Yeah.
Because
there was good. I'm here for it. I just think that his weird obsession with it is like one step too far.
Okay, I'm gonna validate this.
Nashville.
I'm gonna validate this. All right, the North Market. Not only is there good food and good drinks, but it's just a break from the people at the Arnold.
Yeah.
It's a break
there was a
from.
Bunch of people there.
But you're able to sit in a chair and just enjoy a meal. Like, where nobody is trying to talk to you, no one's running into you. Like, you have your own personal space, and just, it's a break.
Well, I think what would be really cool, too, is because, again, like, I have no, like, to be honest, and Sunday, and I don't know if you'd be okay with this, Tatum, but I have no interest in going to the Arnold like the next day on a Sunday. Like,
You don't have
I
to
would
tell her
rather.
that.
We're actually staying, like, Tatum and I are going to be staying like in Germantown. So
Deutschland.
so for me, it's just like, yeah, we get a day just to explore and have fun and like not have to, we could literally do like whatever the heck we want to do.
Me and the girlfriend went to a German pub over in Long Beach, and they had like authentic, German food. There's German noodles. I will send you the name because I forget the name. If they have those on the menu, get them. They are so good, along with any sort of potato that they offer on the menu. I got like potato with bacon bits in it. Oh, so good. With just like, yeah.
So I don't think Tatum knows this.
Oh, dear.
I emailed In-N-Out, by the way.
She knows.
I read the group chat. I just don't respond. I like to sit there lurking.
Oh, no. And they responded back to my email. And I could tell it wasn't a bot either. Because they said, we wish you the best of luck at your competition in March.
All right. Here's my plan. Do you want to hear this?
Hang on. Can we get into something before you talk about the plan?
Okay.
Comp traditions. Because we have a few. We got a few. And you very much got thrown into the deep end on the...
Okay.
So your big thing is that you have to have In-N-Out before competition. Our biggest thing is that we go to Chili's. Right?
Yes, we're going to Chili's. Yes. We're going to Chili's. Yes.
Tatum doesn't like Chili's. But she gets dragged along.
It's whatever. But I always watch Top Gun or Top Gun Maverick on the flight to wherever I'm going, and Roadhouse the night before I compete. The new one.
What do you do when you drive though? Because you're driving to Ohio.
You put your phone. You put your phone on the little lid of like where your speedometer is. That's what I do. Like I watch movies while I drive.
We're not supposed to admit that, Izzy. It makes us look bad.
We're good for coaching, not good for driving technique.
I would never watch a movie.
Listen, sometimes I get bored when I'm driving. Okay, I gotta watch something, and sometimes I get kind of tired of music, so I just,
You know what you should do, Izzy? No, you know what you should do? You should listen to the Between Two Barbells podcast on your drives. Makes it go a lot faster.
Selfless plug.
Selfless plug. There's going to be a lot of selfless plugs this episode.
Heck yeah, brother.
But you'll be very proud of me, Tatum. I got tickets for Stagecoach. I'm going to be going to Stagecoach, and I have been on a country music binge.
Not Tatum's country music binge. I can almost guarantee that.
There's Cody Johnson, Riley Green.
Of course.
Who else is going to be there? My Teddy Swims is going to be there, so I've been listening to my Teddy.
It's not country music, but okay.
Girl, Pitbull's going to be there.
I know.
That's not country.
I know. Still not country. That doesn't. It's a Pitbull. That's Mr. Worldwide.
Okay, listen. I have to There's so many people on the list that I'm just overwhelmed with how many people are on that list.
Rage Coach.
Anyway.
Lainey Wilson is gonna be there.
Lainey Wilson's great. She has a great voice.
She does have a great voice. I don't listen to a lot of the new country. Cody Johnson, I listen to some. And then Lainey Wilson, my fiance, is a very, very big fan of. He also listens to a lot of Morgan Wallen, which I will never be happy with.
Oh, Winona Judd's gonna be there too. Winona Judd.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. There are other people. I don't know. I've just been listening to some country too.
Well, I listen to the Hamilton soundtrack when I'm getting ready for comps.
I just discovered there's an artist, his name is Ash Green, and he sings songs like I don't give a damn and all that type of stuff. He sings about things like, like I don't give a damn about your social media posts and your likes and your this and your that. I'm real, da da da. I don't know. It's like this country music type vibe that it's like almost like folk, like those folk singers that go. I don't know. It's so weird. I'll have to yeah. But I've been in this like vibe of like songs about like whiskey and seeing the devil and all that shit, or kicking the devil's ass.
I've got some good music like that. If that's the vibe, I can give you a good number of songs about both whiskey and seeing the devil, sometimes simultaneously.
So, when are we going to Montana's?
I don't know. When are you actually going to commit to spending more than just an afternoon down here?
I know, I need to spend more than an afternoon.
We'd go see all the guys that tried to dance with Tatum. And I'll point him out.
Tatum is unfriendly.
Yeah.
Tatum is unfriendly.
Tatum is what many people refer to as mean when she goes out and people try to approach her. Tatum is unfriendly.
Listen, if I'm eating and you try to approach me, back off. Stay away.
We're going back to this In-N-Out thing because you interrupted me so rudely, and we need to get back into this. Part of
I was trying to get you back there, and then we started talking about Montana.
Well, we're getting there. Shush. Part of Izzy's pre-comp ritual is getting In-N-Out, which may, at least in part, be my fault.
No, it is your fault. It is your fault.
100%
Definitely
my fault.
is your fault.
Yeah.
The issue being, there is no In-N-Out in Ohio. However, I live in Kentucky. I live like an hour and 20-ish, an hour and a half, away from In-N-Out, which is now in Tennessee. One opened up over in Nashville, which means I can turn my 4.5-hour commute to Ohio into a 7-hour commute by driving down to Murfreesboro, getting you, here it is. You get a double protein style, no lettuce wrap, right? So it doesn't get weird. And then also a grilled cheese, because they won't sell it to you like separate. And you have to weigh in the day after we get there. And then you have to eat it post weigh-in. So I get that. I put it in a cooler. We bring it with. We heat the patty up stovetop and the bun, either stovetop or in the oven, and put that shit together. In-N-Out.
But I would need like 2 of those.
That's fine. If I'm making an 1.5-hour drive, I don't
want you to go that far out. I don't want you to go that far out of your way.
We don't settle.
Do you need the cheeseburger?
I really am superstitious about it.
I know! And it's my fault. So it's really the least I can do.
Okay. All right.
And plus,
I'll reimburse you for gas.
And plus, Tatum's going to get In-N-Out for her road trip.
I haven't had In-N-Out since it came out here. I haven't had In-N-Out since I was in California.
Oh. This is more for Tatum, not for you then, Izzy.
Yeah, don't feel bad.
Yeah.
My gosh. Yeah,
it's
so
been
just
so
give
long.
me 2. Yeah, give me
2
double-doubles. 2 double-doubles.
2 double-doubles. I got you. But yeah, that's my plan, is I'm just going to make the trek down to Nashville, get In-N-Out, and then bring it back up, and we will try and reheat it as best as possible so it carries that authenticity.
Well, what I like, too, is we're staying in a house. So it's not like we're staying at a hotel. So we will have, like, all the necessities to make sure. I knew I joined the right team. I totally knew I joined the right team.
Here is my shameless plug. If your coaching team would not travel 3 hours to get you your an additional 3 hours to get you your pre-competition meal of choice, you're on the wrong team.
You're right.
We will.
Princess treatment or bare minimum?
I'm excited that Alex is competing now, so I get to Chili's.
No, you're going to be working, so you're not coming to Chili's. You're going to be stuck there all day. You should have In-N-Out for when I compete. And then I'll have In-N-Out when you compete.
That is a good idea. I'll do that.
10,000
In-N-Out by
IQ
proxy.
play right there.
I'll have In-N-Out the day of your competition.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'll have it the day before in honor of you.
And then I'll have In-N-Out the day before your competition.
Yeah, I know. Dang. Man. The things we do for our competitions.
Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, before every powerlifting meet, I would actually watch CrossFit. Literally the day before my competition, I would watch the redemption, and it would get me all like pumped up and everything like that for the next day, and I would do great.
I used to watch Pumping Iron when I was working on getting in, like the original one with Arnold. I used to watch that when I was getting like comp ready.
Do this. Maybe I should watch CrossFit again. CrossFit and In-N-Out before my competition, and I'll be set to go.
Oh, boy. All right. All right, Izzy. I'm going to put you on the spot right here for what could be our last little segment. You mentioned that you're a mom, right?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
On this show, we kind of have a segment called Top 3, right? Very generic name, I know. Super original. What would be your top 3 pieces of advice for moms that want to compete in strength sports and balancing that?
Always put your family first before your training, not the other way around. There for sure is that. And then, what else would I say? So for me, it is about I do what I do because I want to keep up with my kids. I want to see them, I want to be able to keep up with their energetic free spirit and everything like that. So I just say enjoy it. Enjoy, working out, enjoy your training, all that type of stuff. Don't put so much pressure on you because again, it's just a hobby. Unless you're making money off of whatever you're competing in, it's just a hobby. Your kids, your family are what are your top priority. Family over your training and all that stuff always. Don't switch it around because that's when, things kind of get a little bit complicated because now you're just avoiding these very small moments that you have with your kids to, work out and everything. And don't do it. Don't spend as much time as you can with your kids and involve your kids too. If they want to, involve them in it because you're setting an example for them. They see me working out and it's kind of funny because they don't say, oh, dad can beat this person up. They say, well, you need to watch out because my mom can beat this person up. Yeah. And the main thing I always tell people is the reason why I work out is because if you mess with my kids, you mess with me.
Mm.
That's my main reason of working. Because you're not going to mess around with my kids and think that that's okay. Because trust me, I will not be afraid to pick up a 400-pound man and throw him across the room if I have to.
Mm.
So,
yeah.
Yes.
So definitely big shout out to all the moms out there. We would not be the humans that we are without them.
Moms.
Yeah. They do a lot more than what kids think, and the appreciation can never be expressed to its full gratitude. So it's definitely admirable that you're basically doing a full-time job raising kids, times 2 since you have 2, getting in your training, working, and all this stuff. So big hats off to you because I know they're probably myself included. I don't know if I could do that. So
it's as my aunt said, it is the hardest job you will ever love. And she's very right. It's a hard job, but I love what I do. I love being a mom, and I would not trade it for anything in the world.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
fuck that. Period.
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 corn.
Well, on that note, Izzy, I don't want to take up any more of your time. We appreciate you coming on and chatting with us and hanging out for a little bit, and just imparting some words of wisdom, my lord.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You gotta make it to
I'm
the
gonna be so
finals
for
if you
real.
want it.
Every time I saw it, it was
What the heck?
every time I saw it, it was written down in a text. So I thought it was meh lord, like meh lord, like just meh.
It's literally on my Starbucks app. It's my lord. So like whenever I walk into Starbucks and they announce my name, they're like my lord, and I'm like here. A lady was like, I literally felt like a peasant making this, and I was like, as you should. It's like, hello.
Well, thank you for imparting your wisdom, my lord.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. And unfortunately, I was told by my coach that today is a rest day for me, so I am not allowed to do nothing. So no accessories, no nothing. I think I'll just do stretching, and that's about it. Just stretching.
Yeah, recovery is still a part of training.
Yep.
Rest days are just as important as your active days.
Yes, they are.
And I'm sure Alex has drilled all of this into your brain and you still don't like listening because that's how it goes.
I do my rest days. I do my 2 rest days and everything like that. And I make sure I take care of my body, recover, I roll out, I stretch, massage, my massage gun, everything like that. So take my vitamins. Yep. Yeah.
Well, alrighty, friends. I think that's going to be it for us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube.
Smash that
Instagram,
like
we're
button.
on TikTok. Between 2 barbells with the number 2.
As in these barbells right here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Peace up.
We wish you all a good week. New episodes come out on Fridays at noonish Central Time. And I'm just going to let Izzy keep doing whatever.
This might be my last episode, guys.
Peace.